on Dr. Phil.
This is where the magic happens, baby.
She's a cougar.
I'm 58, and Oleg is my cub.
And proud of it.
Men my age are in rehab or they're dead. I think in the younger mindset.
I can think young all day, but I have a mirror.
Older women with younger men.
We're all adults here. Well, most of us. Are you in love with her?
To an extent, yes.
Oh, this sounds solid.
They have good bodies. Some of my ex-boyfriends did not have good bodies, and I love them just like a big teddy bear, just like Dr. Phil.
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
I try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. Arithmetic today, all right? It involves pi. You guys know pi, right? You do it to class. But pi does not add up to 3.14 today because it involves a woman whose name is Pi. And her age adds up to 58. Okay, she doesn't mind us saying that, so I'm not in trouble. And we have Oleg, who is 24. You guys are so far ahead of me. Come on, act like you don't know where this is going. If you subtract these numbers, God, I hope I get this right, you wind up with a slight difference. 34 years, okay? Now, I know there's a lot of debate about this kind of thing. Now, given the difference in their ages, you would probably guess they're mother and son. At least act like you would guess they're mother and son. If they are, it's a really creepy relationship. But in fact, they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, Pi says she's a cougar and Oleg is her cub. Even though it's more common now for older women to date younger men, such relationships still raise eyebrows and make headlines. 68-year-old actress Susan Sarandon went public about her relationship with 37-year-old Jonathan Bricklin earlier this year. Meanwhile, across the pond, 47-year-old British film director Sam Taylor Wood has 2 children with her husband, Aaron Johnson, 23 years her junior. There's no doubt that the cougar lifestyle still brings on stares and questions from concerned loved ones. But Pi says she doesn't care what anybody thinks or what they say about her and her cub, Oleg. Take a look.
My name is Pumpkin Pie, but people just call me Pie. Come for the food, stay for the pie. I love younger men because one thing they have is hair. I just can't go for the bald guys. Sorry, Dr. Phil. I love you, but N-O. I met Oleg through a dating website. We're both into animals, the environment, food, and love to cook. I'm 58 and Oleg is 24. Based on the definition of cougar, I believe I qualify. Oleg is my darling little cub right now. He's gorgeous. Orlando Bloom ain't got nothing on him. Even since high school, I have really loved younger men. Sex with younger men, in my experience, they're just ready to go on a dime. This is where the magic happens, baby. The motion of the ocean. My waterbed. Honey, sexual relationship is really just the icing on the cake, the whipped cream on the pie. It's just a great perk that comes along with younger men. I don't see myself as a mother figure to these men, but I see myself, and honest to God, as a mentor. Anyone that has an issue with me going out with younger men, love is love, baby. You never know where you're gonna find it. Amen. Yes.
Okay. So bald guys just don't do it for you, huh?
I'm sorry, gorgeous. Can I just make a comparison? James Franco or James Spader? Come on.
Where do I fit in there? You don't know that this isn't a solar panel for a sex machine. You don't know. I could be gearing this up. I drag her in here every day. She just...
That's right, baby.
Now, Pi says she gravitates toward young and hot men. So you're looking for the physical here, right? It's okay if they're smart, but you don't care if they're dumb?
No, I love smart, but I'm a Libra, and Libras love beauty.
Oh,
so
God.
I always sort of go towards the beauty.
I'm not saying Oleg is not bright. I've never met him. I don't know. He actually does seem like a bright guy.
Bright and sweet.
I met 24-year-old Oleg on a dating website. Oleg says he saw Pi's profile, and he just had to reach out to her despite the 34-year age difference. Take a look.
Pi is very vibrant, very alive. I've always gravitated towards older women. Pi is the oldest woman I've dated. She does not feel like someone that's 58. When I hear 58 in my mind, it does portray a senior citizen. She is young at heart. I haven't been able to find the chemistry with women my own age. They're very distracted, very flaky. Pi has a lot of life experience, so I look to her as a mentor to some extent. I like to be taken care of by my woman. I like to be pampered. Pi takes care of me. She caters to me. Society accepts older women with younger men as completely normal. I don't see why me and Pi can't be accepted as well. If someone says that someday you're gonna dump Pi for some younger girl, I simply tell them I'm living in the moment, I'm having fun, and nothing else matters.
Amen.
Okay, so you're just in the moment, right? And so if you're having a good time right now, then you're not too worried about going forward.
Yeah, I'm not.
So do you think you're likely to be with Pumpkin Pie here
I can answer
in
that.
10 years, or do you know or care?
I can answer that as well as I can answer what will the coin land on, heads or tails. I just wouldn't know.
Yeah, and you're okay with that?
Oh, absolutely.
Pi and Oleg say they have some things in common. I made a list. They both love to party and have a good time. They both love the entertainment industry. They both enjoy alternative music. Both are food fanatics and like to cook. All right, now Pi and Oleg may be living it up in their relationship, but Pi may end up paying a hefty price because she could be losing her best friend of over 15 years because of this love affair. Now, Pi's friend, Therese, is it Therese?
Therese,
Therese? Yep. She's going to join us next and tell us why she thinks she is deluding herself. We'll be right back.
Pi's close to 60, and he's 24. What could they possibly have in common? They're decades apart. I think Pi likes young guys because she has a mommy complex. No guy wants to date his mom.
Tomorrow on Dr. Phil.
My parents hate Jason.
Are they meddling?
We have tried not to put our nose in their marriage.
I mean, you did wear a black dress to her wedding.
Or just concerned?
I've been taught I need to submit.
You're a pastor, right?
Yes.
You are an abusive man. No.
Outrageous in-laws.
She tells me that they're not even having sexual relations.
Oh, that's false.
You ought to be out of that.
That's tomorrow.
Someone had asked me if I'm ever threatened by young, hot women that would come around Oleg and I. Absolutely not. If someone's with me, they're with me. I don't worry about anyone leaving me for a younger woman. If that's what they want to do, that's what they're going to do.
Well, we're talking about cougars and cubs, and I'm not talking about cats. I'm talking about older women and younger men. Now, we want to hear from you. Would you date someone considerably older or considerably younger? So go to Twitter, and if you say yes, sure, use the hashtag #JustANumber. If you say, no way, use the hashtag age matters. Okay? Now, 58-year-old Pi, 24-year-old Oleg have been in their Cougar Cub relationship now for 4 months. They say the 34-year age difference is completely irrelevant. They're happy together. They don't have any problems. But not everybody supports their love affair. Pi's best friend of 15 years, Therese, says she doesn't want to be there and have to pick up the pieces when Oleg breaks Pi's heart. In fact, Therese says she's on the verge of ending her friendship because of this relationship. Take a look.
Pi and I have known each other for 15 years. Pi's completely wasting her time with these pretty boys. It's superficial. Every time I turn around, she meets some 25-year-old guy. Pi's close to 60, and he's 24. What could they possibly have in common? They're decades apart. There's so many things wrong with a woman close to 60 dating somebody in their early 20s. First off, what if he wants to have kids? Pi can't have kids. I think Pi likes young guys because she has a mommy complex. She likes to take care of these guys. She likes to nurture them. No guy wants to date his mom. Pi's really trying to hang on to her youth by dating younger guys. Inevitably, he's going to dump her and she's going to get hurt. Pi's a party girl. She likes to have fun. And these guys are drawn to it because she draws them in because she's very aggressive. So when I tell her to date older men, she said that she's not attracted to them or they're married, but there are plenty of men out there that are single. I'm at the end of my rope with Pi. I'm thinking of just really ending our friendship until she realizes why she does this pattern. I just think it's ridiculous she dates these little boys.
Okay, are you married or single?
I'm single.
Do you date?
Yes.
Guys your age, not your age?
Older.
Older guys?
I like a little jolly.
Yeah, like how older?
My last boyfriend was 66.
Uh-huh. And do you mind saying how old you are? Don't if you do. I mean, some women don't like to say that. And it's rude for me to ask. I'll move on. Okay. But there's
But that was old. That was the oldest for me. Usually they're at 50 or a little older.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's an age gap there. Why is that okay for you but not for her?
Pi and are different. Pi, like you said before, she mentioned the music, the fun, the entertainment, but there's more. I mean, there's no spiritual foundation. I don't even know if they talk about if they have any beliefs. You need someone that's going to help take care of you. More security for her. I mean, that's my hope for her.
Well, you have issues with this. I made a list of those too, and here they are. Oleg is immature and a user. He's just a pretty boy with a good body. Pi is wasting her time with Oleg. He will leave due to the 34-year age gap. So, how do you know he's a user?
That's right. How do you know?
It's just the pattern. It's a pattern that...
His pattern?
No, the pattern that she has with these guys.
Oh, that she gets a lot of people that use her.
Well, they want to see what they have. You know, she knows a lot of people, and she promises them the world.
Are you using her? I mean, like for her connections and all that sort of thing?
I'm just having fun.
Yeah, having fun.
Yeah. You say that she provides stability and never questions your actions.
Yeah. Isn't that like the perfect girlfriend?
I'm sorry?
How much awesomer does it get than that? You never have your questions.
How much awesomer can you get there?
To never have your actions questioned.
I've never actually conjugated awesome into a verb. So awesomer. So somebody that just anything you do, anything he does is okay.
Yeah, of course.
So if he calls and says, hey, I was going down Melrose and I saw this girl that just, I mean...
Smoking hot.
I had to pull over.
Babe.
And we're going to go out tonight, and so let me catch you tomorrow. That's okay?
I wouldn't have it.
I'm asking her.
Well,
you ventriloquist?
I don't mind anyone looking. Are you kidding? Why not? I mean, I was surrounded by beautiful women. But he wouldn't do that if we're in a relationship.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Of course he wouldn't.
Oh, hell no.
No. If he saw some 20-something hot body walking along there that gave him a second look and they started chatting up at the Coffee Bean or something, one thing led to another, and then he calls you and says, hey, can't make it tonight, I'll see you tomorrow. Would you be okay? Would he tell you that straight up? And if he did, would you be okay with it?
Would you tell me that straight up?
Yeah. I just wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take another girl out.
Because that's what you're saying that's going to happen eventually, right? She's going to age out, and he's...
Yes, and he's going to hurt her, and I'm going to have to pick up the pieces.
Aw.
Yeah, because do you think in the dating arena that you are competitive with a girl 30, 40 years younger than you? If so, what's your competitive edge?
I think I am 34. I forget that I'm 58.
Yeah, but let me remind you, you are.
And because I was in the music business all my life and did nightclubs, I was just surrounded by younger people, so I just don't think in the older mindset, I think in the younger mindset.
Right. But,
so,
you know, I can think young all day, but I have a mirror.
Yeah, no, you know, well, that's why I go to low lighting, low lit places, little candlelight here and there.
And you're lovely. I'm not saying that you're unattractive. I'm just saying that do you think you're competitive in the dating market with those 20, 30, 40 years younger than you?
Well, yeah, I think it's a whole different issue. I'm never going to look that way again, but if you look at the pictures on my refrigerator, I did.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, I was hot, baby.
But you offer different things.
Yes.
You are more nurturant than they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, educational, you know, things to discuss in life that he has never, you know, had someone to discuss with. Absolutely.
So you're just enriching him.
Enrichment.
All right, next, Pi shares her top 10 tips for dating younger men. You're going to want to hear these.
She doesn't give them a chance unless they're beautiful or they have good bodies.
Some of my ex-boyfriends did not have good bodies, and I love them just like a big teddy bear, just like Dr. Phil. Look at
Therese is one of my dearest friends. Therese feels supposed that I'm dating younger men. Therese is worried that I won't find the man of my dreams. Therese should get on the bandwagon. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a younger man. I mean, what is she thinking?
Well, 58-year-old Pi says she is a self-admitted cougar who loves dating younger men. She is currently dating Oleg, who is 34 years her junior. So if she was his mom, she would have had him kind of at the end of the childbearing recommended window. So yeah.
Yeah.
He certainly could have children, and she could be their grandmother. Now, here are the top 10 tips that Pi has for dating younger men. You got to be fun-loving, right?
Yes.
So you can't be all fuddy-duddy.
It gets boring.
Yeah. You can't be a bore. You can't nag.
Yeah.
Because if you do, you'll remind him of his mother.
Correct.
All right. Does she nag you at all?
No.
No.
I wouldn't be here.
You what?
I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
She did.
You have to ignore the stares when people are looking at you.
Oh, I think with the stairs, because I might fall down.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
You just come to those stairs, you just think young and just fly right over.
Right.
You must have a natural chemistry. You can't force it.
It's got to be. Yeah.
All right. And don't lie about your age. You got to be heads up about it, right?
Yep.
And you got to allow yourself to be vulnerable. What's that mean?
Well, to me, vulnerable just means, you know, affectionate, caring, you know, cuddly, romantic.
And you say don't take yourself too seriously.
Yes.
Oh.
And you say keep it interesting, go out a lot, do a lot of things, stay on the move.
Yes.
And keep it sexy always.
Always.
Yeah.
Always, baby.
Yeah. And you think what's going to happen is she's going to actually fall for one of these Olegs. And I say one of these because you think they're interchangeable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They are.
And you think she's going to fall for one of them, and then when they leave, it's going to really break her heart.
Well, Dr. Phil, she does fall for him.
You've seen it.
Absolutely, time and time again. And I'm here, and I'm always have to hear, and I have to
And what does she say about it? Because now she's saying, oh, it's just all fun and fancy and fun. We just go music and we make pies and we smear them on each other and we, all of this. And then, but then she comes to you and says, what?
When all the fun's over and they've gone, and then I have to, be there for her to build her up.
What does she say? What does she say? What is hurt about her? Does she feel abandoned? Does she feel...
She feels abandoned. She feels taken for granted. They promise her a lot of things, and, nothing comes to fruition. They last for a little while, and then they disappear.
And she's telling a different story than you, because you're saying this is all fun and games, and she's saying, no, no, no. She comes crashing down hard, and I'm there to pick her up.
Okay, so wait. Can I just point out one relationship that I had in the past that was married, had children, lied the whole time, put a ring on my finger, and broke my flippin' heart. Okay, so hello, what's the difference? I mean, that was a man my age that I thought, we had a future. And that came crashing down.
Yeah, and this is prepared.
What?
And this is more like she's just ready for... She knows that I can go, It's like we're just having fun right now, and that's it.
Enjoying life, enjoying life.
But what she's saying is
be dead soon.
What she's saying is you get hooked, and then you get hurt.
Well,
that one was supposed to stay.
Do you think he's going to be with you? Do you think he's going to be with you 10 years from now?
You never know. Do we know?
No.
He's shaking his head no.
No, I said we don't know.
You may qualify it now, but you said...
I said we don't know. I said we don't know,
Yeah, I do know.
You never know. And the other issue, too, is men my age are either in rehab, lying and cheating, or they're dead. So I got a real small pool going on here lately.
Dr. Phil, we'll go out, and there'll be some nice older men, and you've got to give them a chance. More closer to her. She doesn't give them a chance unless they're beautiful or they have good bodies. But I want you to give them a chance.
I don't always look for the good bodies. Some of my ex-boyfriends did not have good bodies, and I love them just like a big teddy bear, just like Dr. Phil. Look at him.
You look good, Dr. Phil.
Yeah. We're going to break, and we're going to have another cougar couple join us. In this case, it's 52-year-old Bella, and she says her relationship with 32-year-old Eddie is the best she's ever had. We'll meet them next.
Eddie's 32. I am 51. Sex with Eddie is definitely the best sex I've ever had. He's got a lot of stamina. Older men just don't cut it.
"52-year-old Bella says she discovered the cougar lifestyle after her 23-year marriage ended. Now, Bella has been dating a man 20 years younger than she is and claims it's the best relationship she has ever had. Take a look.
I would say that I am a cougar because I enjoy the company of a younger man. What I love about younger men is their passion, intimacy, and their energy. I was married for 23 years. After my divorce, I started going on dating websites. I met Eddie on a dating website. What's your price? We're cougars, me cubs. Eddie's definitely a cub. Eddie makes me happy. Eddie makes me smile. Our chemistry is definitely off the charts. When I turned 40, my sex drive went straight up. I have sexual needs that only a younger man can fulfill. Sex with Eddie is definitely the best sex I've ever had. He's got a lot of stamina and is a very passionate person. Older men just don't cut it in a sex department. To anyone that says that I should be with a man my own age, I say I love being a cougar and I don't care what other people think because I'm having fun.
Well, Bella's 32-year-old boyfriend, Eddie, says he loves her. And the fact that she's the same age as his mother is completely irrelevant to him.
Bella and I have been dating for almost a year. Bella would be considered a cougar, and I would be considered a cub. I've always had a thing for older women since I was very young. The oldest woman I've ever dated is 61. I love the older ladies. Bella is hot. The sex is absolutely great. I think she has a fantastic body for her age. Some guys my age are out to go party and hit the clubs and, you know, chase girls and get drunk and, you know, do all that sort of stuff. I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of looking more for something a little more stable, a little more solid. The sex with older women has always been more satisfying. There's less inhibitions, less insecurity, less self-consciousness. I do have a couple friends who tease me about it. We're hanging out and they'll point at an elderly woman with a walker and they'll make fun and say, hey, Ed, you know, why don't you see if you can hit on her or something. My feelings for Bella are absolutely real. I don't question it. I don't think anybody else has a right to question it.
Well, Bella says most men around her age don't have the energy to keep up with her. How so? You mean in all areas or what?
Pretty much all areas, I would say. Mostly physically.
Yeah.
At least the ones that I've encountered.
Yeah, you mean sexually?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you have a appetite for healthy sexual appetite.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're all adults here. Well,
yes.
most of us.
Most of us.
Just kidding, sort of. Eddie says older women are an easy target. What does that mean?
I said that?
Yes.
Oh. I wouldn't say they were easy. Maybe easier to talk to.
Yeah.
It's much more comfortable for me that way.
Do you ever fight?
Of course.
What happens when you argue?
We have makeup sex.
Yeah. Do you ever ground him or anything? No, you have makeup sex, right?
Yes.
And are you in love with him?
I would say yes. I like him very much. In love is just a scary word, but I do love Eddie.
Because you said yes, and then you said I like him a lot, and then you said
I know, but
in love is really
like,
scary.
I know.
You shook your head. Are you in love with her?
To an extent, yes, I am. Absolutely.
Oh, this sounds solid. Yeah.
It's very solid for us.
It's solid for the two of you.
Yes, exactly. That's.
Are you used to broken relationships?
Not really, because I was
You were
married
23 years.
Yeah.
Okay, and how long you've been with him? For a year?
For about a year, yeah. But I've known him a while.
Okay, earlier I asked my Twitter followers this question: would you date somebody considerably older or younger? Here's what you've had to say so far. 62% say it's just a number, because you're both adults, right?
Right.
And you're both
I totally
healthy
agree with that.
Bella's friend Lois says Eddie is a womanizer with bad intentions. We'll talk to her next. Maybe she and Therese can gang up here. I don't know.
I can only speculate that Eddie is in this either for money or sex. I think Eddie and every younger man always has an ulterior motive when they're dating an older woman.
My relationship with Eddie is definitely one of the best I've ever had. I don't worry if people think I'm his mother or not. It hasn't happened so far and hopefully never will. Of course, I worry about Eddie finding a younger woman, but so far so good.
Well, I'm talking today with self-described cougars and their young men that are referred to as cubs. Now, Bella is 52 and her man Eddie is 32. Both adults, right? I mean, and they're both very healthy and vibrant and attractive couple. Their relationship does not set well with Bella's good friend Lois, however, who believes that Bella's relationship is based purely on sex and nothing else. Take a look.
Bella and Eddie's relationship, in my opinion, will be doomed to fail because the age gap is so huge. Eddie is going to want to eventually move on to somebody younger. Once the sex is gone, he's out the door. Bye-bye. Bella is insecure, and Bella wants to stay young forever. And as we know, we can't stay young forever, and this is her way to try to do that. Bella puts a lot of emphasis on sex, and I think that's her main objective here. I can only speculate that Eddie is in this either for money or sex. I think Eddie and every younger man always has an ulterior motive when they're dating an older woman. I think Eddie is a womanizer, and I think the next piece of ass that comes by is going to go after. Girl, I said, open your eyes. I said, this is not what you really want. How do I get Bella to wake up and realize Eddie is not her future and she's going to get hurt in the long run?
Okay, so you're looking out for your friend,
yes,
right?
I am.
You don't want to see her get hurt.
Yes.
And do you think, you say he's a womanizer, do you know him?
Not really. I try not to get close to him. I just don't, I want to stay away.
Well, how do you know he's a womanizer and an opportunist and all of those things?
Well,
he looks like a nice guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he is a nice guy. But from what I've heard and what I see kind of with the two of them, I just don't trust him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who pays for things when y'all go out and that sort of thing?
Well, sometimes he pays, sometimes we split, sometimes I pay.
Yeah.
My rule is whoever invites.
Yeah. Whoever invites?
If I ask her out, then I pay. If she says, hey, let's go to dinner, then I'll offer to pay, but she'll usually grab the check from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just curious. And y'all don't live together?
No.
No.
Would you?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I think I like the way they are. You know, just I have my privacy, he has his privacy, but then we...
Is this exclusive?
Yes.
So you don't see other people?
No.
And do you believe that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
All right, now, Lois has issues with Bella and Eddie's relationship. Here they are. Eddie has ulterior motives and may be with Bella for money. Believes that Eddie's M.O. is definitely that of a womanizer. Bella is the same age as Eddie's mother, and that's just a problem for her. And the only thing driving their relationship is sex. And that once that's gone, the relationship will be gone. And you're saying that she's cruising for a bruising that way.
I absolutely agree.
And
I absolutely agree.
Does she have a valid point here in terms of that if he moves on to someone younger, that it would hurt you?
Gonna be hurt? Yeah, she does.
Of course, that's a risk in any relationship,
It
right?
is.
I mean, relationships break up.
And it's just, that's exactly what it is. I mean, I look at it that way. Anything could happen. If I'm going to start thinking that, you know, he's going to leave me for someone younger, it's not going to be fun anymore. So I'm not even thinking that. Am I going to get hurt? Yeah, everybody gets hurt eventually. I mean, I'm prepared to be hurt. Let's put it that way. Yeah. I'm kind of preparing myself that if things don't work out between.
All right. Well, our next guest never changed her mind. We're going to meet a 76-year-old woman who was once crowned Miss Cougar America.
In 2011, I won the Miss Cougar America title. I was 73. It just happens that younger men like me.
If you are going to be in the Los Angeles area and you would like free tickets, go to drphil.com and click on Be in the Audience.
Or you can call 323-461-PHIL. Well, 76-year-old also says she has been a cougar for 40 years. She says her sexual energy is no different today than it was in her 30s, and men her age, they don't even come close.
I am a cougar. I date younger men. I'm 76. I have been dating younger men between 35 and 40 years. The youngest man I dated was 20 and I was 50, and he asked me out. In 2011, I won the Miss Cougar America title. I was 73 when I won the title. Oldest recipient. I felt it said something positive about older women. Age is not exactly a factor. It just happens that younger men like me, and I like them. If I'm dating a guy now who's 50-something, that's pretty much in line with where I am sexually. What have you got to lose? Certainly not your virginity.
All right. Also joins us in the audience, and she says after 40, men go downhill. So you're 76, right?
Yes.
So, like, I could be your cub.
Yes, you could.
Right? But after 40, your pickings get slim, right?
Well, it's more, I think that men kind of reach their emotional maturity between 30 and 45, and during that time they're a little more flexible. You know, you can kind of maybe influence them a little bit, and after that they kind of, it's kind of downhill, you know.
Really? So between 30 and 45 was the best I'm going to get? Yeah. I hope you enjoyed those years. Feel like dog years now, don't they? But I've got to say, you're 76. You look amazing for 76 years old. I hate it when people say that. You're actually very attractive. You just, the fact that you're 76 makes it especially interesting. You've obviously taken very good care of yourself.
Well, I have genetics on my side, too. My mother is 100 years old, and she's still living, and...
Well, does she date? You don't think that these relationships between these two women and their younger men, you don't think they're long-term relationships? Yours haven't proven to be...
No, I think that any woman that goes into a relationship with a much younger man, I think you have to, built into that equation is the, you know, obviously, at some point, guys, you know, generally in their 30s, if they've been single and they haven't been married before, you know, they are looking to maybe have a family or do something like that. And as far as I'm concerned, the time that I spend with them is really going to be for the benefit of the woman that they end up with. So I don't look at it as, oh, I'm going to be hurt, I'm going to be crushed, you know. I really see it as educating them for the benefit of women.
Right. You just educate them, and then you graduate them after a while. A 20-year age difference may not be a big deal when the man is 20 and the woman is 40. But let's take a look at the age gap as people get older. Now, we have some audience volunteers who don't know each other at all, so these are not couples. So if your spousal unit is at home watching this, they're not here with a date. We arrange these. Okay, Tim and Bonnie, can you stand up? Tim, you're 46.
Yep.
And Bonnie, you're 68.
Yes.
Okay, so here this is a 20-year difference, and would you, if you were available, would you date a 20-year younger man like Tim here?
It just all depends.
Yeah. So you're not just swept off your feet by him, Tim. Sorry. But this is what the 20-year difference looks like at this age. Okay, Harold, can you stand up? Harold is 51 and Joanne is 74. Okay, so here's this age difference when it gets up to that age. And both very attractive, but you would notice a difference in age, right? Would you notice it, Joanne?
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back. Well, now I'd like to hear what the studio audience has to say about this cougar controversy. Under your chair, you're going to find a voting device. I'd like you to answer these questions. Now, here's the first question. Why are some older women attracted to younger men? And here are your choices. A, sex. B, energy. C, money, which is kind of stability, I guess. D, emotional security, maturity. E, none of the above. All right, go ahead and vote. Sex, energy, money, emotional security, or none of the above? A, B, C, or D?
Yeah.
All right. That is a very phallic response. That says it's sex. You might have used a different kind of bar graph for that, but I think that speaks volumes without the numbers. Okay, why are some younger men attracted to older women? Same choices: sex, energy, money, emotional security, maturity, or none of the above. Here are the results. Oh, okay. Money. All right, just interesting what y'all think about that. All right, I want to thank all of my guests today. Log on to drphil.com. Share your thoughts on our message boards. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter using hashtag Dr. Phil and hashtag Cougars and Cubs. We'll see you next time. That was so nice to meet you. Thanks so much, guys. All right, thanks so much.